have a good photo. A good photo for these three stars. That's the moment of celebration. Thanks so much for your efforts. We need to see I-Fern more and more prospering.
Thank you. In the interest of time, we want to move very fast. There are also some people that the I-Fern Uganda has prepared gifts for. And these are not gifts because they are people that are loved. They are gifts to appreciate people that have been working. And I'll start with the people that have done the highest sales. You know, I said we must have a service or a product. In I-Fern, we have products. There are people that have made the biggest sale, and incidentally, these are only ladies, you know, headed by Irene Rutaya.
Oh, congratulations, Irene.
She's one of the best, you know, sales people in I-Fern. She's been making money, and now I-Fern has given her a gift. Thank you very much. Let's have a picture, please. Let's have a picture.
Yeah, a group photo. Yeah, you need to work hard.
The second one is Chelsea Marita. Kindly, yeah, she's one of the best, you know, sales ladies here in I-Fern.
Very smart.
Yeah, sure.
Congratulations, Stella. Thanks for working hard.
Thank you very much, Stella. And the third one and the last is Sarah Mulianti.
Wow, Madam Teacher. Congratulations, Sarah Mulianti. A good photo. Congratulations, Sarah, and keep up, please.
Thank you very much. We have other people to receive their gifts. Now we have 3 people here, 4 people here that we are going to recognize in a special. When I traveled and I came back from the Philippines, there are people that of Jesus. Even when we did not have a system, even when we never had any product here, they said, we have made up our mind and we're starting this business. Incidentally, these same people are already earning money from I-Fern. And in the interest of time again,
group photo, and we appreciate all the team from Nairobi, Kenya. Thanks so much for your efforts.
The second one, 001, Uganda and Africa, Karamaji Jeffrey Mero.
Oh, he's taking all the awards. Congratulations, Mero. We all fall under that guy. He's our team leader.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Another gentleman that I met, and he said, I'll work with you. Patrick Valentino.
Wow. That man is blessed with the voice.
Oh, you have a voice, they say.
I have a voice. He doesn't need the microphone. Congratulations, Patrick Valentino. Yeah, thanks for being a
last but not least, my young brother, Sari Joseph. Where are you, Sari Joseph?
Kamashini kawandura.
Kamashini kawandura.
ATM. Yeah, you're most welcome, and congratulations, Joseph. Wow. That guy is so active.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. I pray and hope that our technical man here, technician and whatever the name is or the title is not going to let us down this time, because the time has come to invite the big man. Mr. Toman, we love you. Africa loves you. And Africa tells you that they appreciate your support. And of course, what you've done in the Philippines, I can guarantee you, is going to be even more here in Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, let's stand up. Let's stand up, please. And of course, let's do our thing before I ask the big man to come and speak to us. I-Fern Africa!
I-Fern prosperity.
Thank you very much. You can take your seat. Mr. Tomantan, please come and speak to your people from Africa. We love you.
Good morning, Africa! How are you? So, good morning, Uganda. Good morning, Africa. I'm very happy to be here addressing you. Let me take my seat. That's how we normally start any event in I-Fern. So, to start, I want to say good morning to all of the people attending today's event. The people from Uganda, the people from South Sudan, the people who are here from Kenya, and the people who have arrived also from Rwanda. So good morning to all of you, and I'm Tomanitan, the President and CEO of I-Fern, and I'm here today to congratulate everybody who's in attendance, the start of our business in Africa. So, to begin, let me tell you a little story on how everything that you're seeing today has started. So, in January 8, 2020, I had a call from my guard or my security guard saying, "Sir, you have a visitor here." I said, "Who?" He said his name is Patrick and he's black. Really? I said, "I don't have a visitor today." So I asked, to check my schedule if I had any visitors today. I asked my secretary. He said, "No, sir, there's no schedule." And then I checked, my messages from the network. And I saw, I had a message, from Upline Dan Mendoza, asking for a meeting because he had a special guest from Africa. And that was my first meeting, with Patrick Muzinguzi. So Patrick, how are you? I'm very happy that we are officially starting, today, our office in Uganda. So this is our second meeting on January 10. Of course, Patrick came to meet with me again, convincing me to open an office in Africa, specifically in his place, Uganda, saying that, "Sir, you don't have an idea how big is Africa. There's 45 countries. There's more than 1 billion people." So he said, "If you're rich, I'm going to make you richer." That's what Patrick told me. And I said, I'm not interested to be rich. I'm interested to make a lot of people rich. And he said, "Sir, what you have done in Philippines, please do also in our country. Please do it in Africa." So, we started on that note, Patrick wants to help the people in Africa. Patrick wants to help the people in his country, Uganda. And I dedicated my life to helping people in the Philippines. But of course, the vision of I-Fern is sharing prosperity globally through entrepreneurship, not just in the Philippines. So if you see in his second picture, on January 13, Patrick and I already had a contract signing agreeing to him representing I-Fern in Uganda and Africa and opening also the first office in Uganda and registering the products and registering the company I-Fern. So let me continue by talking more about what has happened in the Philippines in 2020. Now, I've been chatting with Patrick all throughout the year, no, through the lockdowns, no, what has happened with the pandemic. And right now, let me show you, or let me tell you what we have done in the Philippines despite the pandemic, despite the lockdowns. The Philippines as a country is the country with the longest continuous lockdown in the world. We are now 8 months and 13 days in lockdown here in the Philippines. Okay? And what has happened, no, we have total 421,000 people confirmed, no, COVID positive. We have more than 8,000 people dead. But on the good note, no, we have 386,000 people who have recovered. What has happened? 4.6 million Filipinos just in the city have lost their jobs, no? Because of the quarantines, because of the lockdowns, they cannot go to their offices or place of business has closed. So they have effectively lost their jobs. Okay, and then, in January 2020, the same day of our I-Fern kickoff, our biggest event for the year, was the eruption of Taal volcano. And Taal volcano is located in an area called Batangas where we have a lot of our leaders. No? Actually, Batangas is around number 2 or number 3, no, biggest market of I-Fern in the Philippines. So this is the destruction of a magnitude 6.6 earthquake in Masbate in August 2020. I'm showing you this because, 2020 has been the year of the calamity, the year of the crisis. And in October, we have a super typhoon Rolly, no, that has affected so many people in the Philippines. But it didn't stop there. In November, we had super typhoon Ulysses, which had more damage. So in spite of having all of these things happen to the Philippines, what has happened to I-Fern and the distributors of I-Fern? So I have a chart here, the year of calamity versus the year of prosperity. The year of calamity, Taal volcano erupted. And we had a blast in Balesin. Balesin is an exclusive island resort, unique, in the world because it has 7 zones or shows 7 countries in one island. So this is an image of the 130 people we have brought with us to the island of Balesin to enjoy 3 days, 2 nights of all expenses paid free travel in a resort island. So the volcano exploded, but we had a great time in this resort. Next, 22 typhoons hit the Philippines while 135 cars and 50 luxury cars, has been showered, upon the network of I-Fern. So this is an image, of some of the 135 cars and the 135 different people and some couples who got their new cars and their first car because of I-Fern. This is a picture of the 15 brand new luxury cars just during the year 2020, during the time of pandemic, and during the time of lockdown. But wait, there's a +1. And this +1 is me. The I-Fern leaders or the Council of Presidential Directors are so rich. They're the ones who gave me a brand new car. This is a Audi R8 V10 convertible, the car of Iron Man. And they just gave this to me as a surprise for my birthday. So thank you very much, Council of Presidential Directors. So 150 cars, for the year 2020 is equal to 1 new car every 2.4 days of 2020. And we are not yet done. There's still a few more days left in November, and there's still 1 whole month left in December. So I'm sure there will be more brand new cars coming into the I-Fern network. So next, 4.6 million Filipinos unemployed due to the quarantine, while millions of pesos have been earned by Filipinos in I-Fern. Just to show what we mean by this, we have 310 brand new Millionaires Club members. These are people who have earned 1 million, not sold, earned 1 million pesos in I-Fern. And then we have 55 new Multi-Millionaires Club member, 55 people who earn at least 5 million pesos or equivalent to $100,000 for the year 2020. Next is billions of pesos of profit was lost due to the lockdown. But here in I-Fern, I-Fern reached billion pesos in commissions in the year 2020 already, just during the lockdown period. So I'm showing you starting from the month of March because that's when the lockdown started. January and February, I'm not going to show you because in pesos in the Philippines, the I-Fern network have earned 1 billion pesos already. So this chart we're showing you, no, in pesos and in US dollars, no, is how much is the income of the network, not sales, income of the network from March to October. So we go from 2.2 million US dollars, 1.2 million US dollars, 2.7 million US dollars, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 2.9 million. Every month, no, we are steady giving away $3 million monthly in commissions. Total, 1 billion, 14 million pesos or 21.3 million US dollars from March to October alone. Does not include January, February, does not include November and December. So this is what has happened, no, in the year of calamity versus the year of prosperity here in I-Fern. Just to show, no, I'm sure Patrick, no, and the other leaders have explained the rank advance to you, no, and I will just show you what has happened from January to November in the sense of the rank advance. For associates, no, we have 3,900 people who have reached associate. Associates are people with at least 22 downlines. Okay, builders, 2,500. These are people with at least 42 downlines. Team builders, 543 people with at least 200 downlines. Field managers, 187 people with at least 600 downlines. And the list continues. 88 field vice president, 43 senior field vice presidents. Senior field vice presidents have 1,500 cycles or at least 3,000 people. When we reach presidential director, which we have 7 new ones this year, these are people with at least 10,000 downlines. No, the sapphire are people with at least 30,000 downlines. We have 5. Emerald are people with at least 70,000 downlines. We have 2. No, Millionaires Club, no, new for the year 140. Multimillionaires Club, new for the year 25. Regal Circle are people who have continuously earned $1 million, 1 million pesos or $20,000 straight for 12 months. We have 5. Car Club, we have 135. Luxury Car Club, 15. And no, the next I'm going to show, the $1 Million Car Club, $1 Million Club, we have 4. Okay, so who are this $1 Million Club and what does it mean? It means people who have earned at least $1 million here in I-Fern. And the first one to reach the $1 Million Club member is Lourdes Cantara Lacerna, the 001 for Icons, with a total income. No, I will show you later. It's not here on this slide. Oh, it's there. 103,493,000 no pesos. No, that's what she has earned in her 4 years here in I-Fern. Her downline, no, Zach Lopez, the 002 and leader of the Emperor's Network, have earned 95.6 million here in I-Fern, also in 4 years. And Alex Asuncion, no, also 4 years with us, have earned 54.5 million pesos, in excess of $1 million also. And, you know, surprise, surprise, the latest member of the $1 Million Club member, your upline, no, the leader of 5-Star Network, our other 001, Richard Lim, has also reached the $1 Million Club, no, level with a 50,141,000 total income. So these are our 4 no, $1 Million Club members. Des Cantara Lacerna with the $2.1 million, Zach Lopez with the $2,008,000, Alexis with $1,145,000, and Richard Lim with $1,052,000. So, what has happened in the year of COVID, no, can be seen easily with this chart because when the pandemic hit and the lockdowns happened, there were several types of businesses that are affected, while several types of business have in fact gained, and I-Fern is one of them. Okay, tourism, aviation, automotives, construction, real estate, manufacturing, financial services, education, oil and gas. These are all losers during the quarantine. While agriculture, e-commerce, ICT, personal healthcare, food processing, medical supply and services, where I-Fern belongs, is a winner. And we have shown that with our results. So I'll tell you that I-Fern Power Trio is your defense against COVID-19 because it not only makes you healthy, but it makes you wealthy. I just want to show you very quickly how MLM thrives during this economic crisis. This is a historical view of what has happened in the network marketing industry. Network marketing is the best option during lockdown. Why? Because network marketing is proven to grow during economic downturns and recessions. When income options are limited, network marketing is an excellent source of income. Network marketing provides a low-cost entrance investment to start your own business. And network marketing provides a business plan with years of proven success. So this is how we have done things in I-Fern during the pandemic. It's a low investment business. It's a business with a high demand products, and it's a business with a proven system of turning ordinary people into millionaires. So to show you very quickly, from 1950 to 2020, what has happened in the industry, during the recession in the 50s, that was the start of the pioneer networking companies like Tupperware and Amway. In the 1960s, Mary Kay started. In the 80s, Amway, Herbalife, New Skin, did very well during the recession time. And then in the 90s, came the rise of Alliance, Claire, Life Plus, also Herbalife, become a billion-dollar company during this time. In the year 2000, Amway experienced continuous growth. LifeVantage, also grew, when they shifted their business to MLM. So what happened during Fern, in the year 2000s, during the SARS epidemic, Fern C became really popular because vitamin C is needed to fight off these types of infectious diseases. In the 2007-2008, during the SARS outbreak, was the biggest sales of all time for Fern C. And in 2007 to 2009 global economic crisis was the time that Fern C become a billion peso company, and it become a networking company with 1 million members. So fast forward to 2020, during the COVID lockdown, September 2020 is already the highest sales 1 month of all time for I-Fern, beating our previous high of February before the lockdown. So it proves that we have already beaten the quarantine, we have beaten the lockdown by having our highest sales in spite of being locked down and having limited mobility, limited operation. 2020 is the year of prosperity for I-Fern because 2020, we will end 2020 with the highest annual sales of I-Fern of all time. Also, the highest commission given to the I-Fern distributors worldwide for the year 2020. Remember, Rome was not built in a day. Instant success is never possible. Competence results only from sustained, consistent, self-disciplined effort over an extended period of time. With the help or leadership of Patrick and the Uganda and the African network, let's work together so that we can grow this business together. Let's help each other by working together, and we can duplicate the I-Fern success in the Philippines, in Africa. So, I'm almost done, and I want to show you or to announce to you the package price list for I-Fern Africa. The standard package is US dollars 230. There's a conversion to the Ugandan money, 850,000. USD premium package is $690 or Uganda 2,550,000. Premium plus package US dollar 1,610 or 5,950,000 in a Ugandan currency. Okay? So, before I end, I'd like to recognize the leaders that have started this business with Patrick for us, I-Fern Africa. Joseph Sali, Geoffrey Melo Karamaji, Patrick Valentino, and of course, the I-Fern 001 in Kenya, Diana Angoa. So, thank you and congratulations for being pioneers in I-Fern Africa. But last but not the least, I would like to thank again Patrick Muzinguzi for bringing I-Fern to Africa. And here is our picture together after the I-Fern kickoff event wherein we signed individual copies of our contract for each other. And before I end, I just like to show you this very short clip of the kickoff event that Patrick attended, because he was supposed to fly back to Uganda. But I said, no, in a few days we're going to have the kickoff. Please stay and witness the event. And then after that, you can go back. Okay, so this is the event that Patrick witnessed. Thank you! Okay, so isn't that an amazing short video of our event? The I-Fern system can turn ordinary people into millionaires. If we can do it in the Philippines, we can do it in Uganda and in Africa. So together, I would like everybody to stand up and join me as we do for the first time the battle cry for I-Fern in Africa. So as what you have shown in the video, I will start by saying the battle cry, which is I-Fern Africa, and you reply by saying, I-Fern is the key, I-Fern is the system, I-Fern is prosperity. Are you ready? I-Fern Africa! I-Fern is the key, I-Fern is the system, I-Fern is prosperity! Thank you very much, and I wish everybody good luck. I wish everybody well. Thank you very much, and let's all prosper together. I love you.
Organize the cake, please. Stand up. Let's have this table cleared. And some few guys. Fred, Godwin, please, let's reduce this, remove this table here. The artists, the performers, this is your time, please get ready. Immediately this table is put off, you come on stage. Thereafter, we shall have a word from the chairman organizing committee. You will be invited by Diana, and then have a closing prayer by a sheikh. Let's have the table first. Outside. The traditional dancers, please. The artists, please. Those who want on the cake, please come and have this cake. so much. Thanks so much. This juncture, members allow me to invite Diana to come and welcome. I invite the chairman of the organizing committee for his closing remarks. Thereafter, we shall have our closing prayer also by one of the sheikhs we have here.
That was very good. I ate his Kinyarwanda. So that was exciting. I think my voice has been affected. I've talked a lot today. Thank you for the Kinyarwanda dance. But before I invite the gentleman who is going to give the vote of thanks, maybe I will invite one or two people or three. You have questions, you've had the business presentation, maybe you have questions. I want to invite anybody who has a question, one or two, three people, because time is not on our side. I know there's a curfew, some of you are going up. Anybody with a question?
Just raise your hand up and bring the mic. Anyone with a question? Clarification? Yeah, I think we are.
Yeah,
yes.
it seems.
You have a product for Arushas. Another question? We shall answer them at the go, since they are not referee. Two more. Anyone else? I think you can answer that.
Okay. The doctor who did product presentation, will you answer the question? Or?
Thank you, Madam Princess Diana. The question is there any product, any product treating ulcers in I-Fern? Oh, of course, yes. We have the Power Trio that does the best of treating ulcers because it has zinc in it and some other antibiotic agents which are naturally in natural form. So those ones does better.
Yeah, I can top up on that. Fan D does that. It clears the acidity and the way you say it, and the Milka and the Fanactive provides a good lining in the stomach. It coats the stomach afresh because you know ulcers bring some ulceration on the stomach lining. So I think you are satisfied. Eh? The last question?
No, it was only one.
No question on business. Who is joining today? Then I'm going to ask you a question. Who is joining today? Who has ready money to join I-Fern today? Or who wants to buy products today?
The product table is open.
Product is open. Whoever wants to join today, still open. Go back to the person who invited you, and that person is going to guide you now how you can join the business. Because I believe with what you've seen from our president and CEO of FAN and I-Fern International, you've seen for yourself. And I believe you believe in the bigger vision of I-Fern International. So without further ado, let me take this time now to welcome. This is a man I respect so much. This gentleman is the one who has been holding my hand when I was setting up a team in Kenya during this lockdown period, this COVID time, when there were so many challenges. This is a man who has been encouraging me, went through the ups and downs. He tells me, Diana, don't give up, keep on pushing. So with that, please help me welcome Mr. Patrick Valentino.
Wow, you're most welcome, Patrick. Thank you very much, Diana. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you once again. And I think from the look of things, everything has been exhaustive. And we've come to a close of the pre-launch. And by the powers entrusted to me, my name is Patrick Valentino. I'm a very proud member of I-Fern. And I won't say much because everything has been said. But I want to say just one thing. If you want to build wealth,
There is no shortcut. That's what I've discovered. From the speech by our president and CEO in Philippines, from the experience and the speech by our Africa CEO, Sir Patrick Musinguzi, there's no shortcut to becoming wealthy. Becoming wealthy is intentional, and there's got to be a system. There is a system to building wealth. There is no shortcut. With those few words, when I see I-Fern today, I just say God is wonderful, because when we started, everything was not clear. But the chief kept saying one thing: hang in there. Hang in there. Mr. Patrick Musinguzi, I want to thank you very much for the words of encouragement. You know, it's not been easy. I can tell you, it's not been easy trusting a company that is starting. Very many people don't want. It's not easy. But to see that we are in more than one country right now, it means there has been some work going on in the background. Right from February, throughout the lockdown. We didn't stop. And the lockdown only strengthened us. It strengthened me. And I want to thank you, Melo, my outline, for being there for me. My story will be for another day, but in the interest of time, I want to pass a vote of thanks, and I want to start with the guests. Many people were called, many were invited, but amongst the so many, the people that are here decided to come. You honored the invitation. You're so precious, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. You are the reason why we are here. It's not Tomani, now me have flipped. It's not Tomani, it's not Mr. Patrick, it's not me, but you're the reason why we're here today. And trust me, Gachari Mabaka. Akolachi, Katandika Butandis. For our Kenyan friends, I just say, we have just started. This is the beginning of the show. And trust me, if it is your first time listening to this company or seeing this business and the amazing products, you had better make the decision to start right now, because you have a chance. 6-7 months ago, I came in. As a by the way, my story is very interesting to me. Because as a by the way, I was escorting a friend to see a company that had just come to Uganda. And that was I-Fern. I wasn't interested. I was escorting a friend who had been invited by Melo. And so I reached, and I wasn't interested to listen to anything, because I'd gone through a lot with in this industry. So Melo tells Sir Patrick that we were 5 people. Melo tells Mr. Patrick that, let this gentleman know you. Can you tell them your background and your story? And being the person that was least interested among the group, that struck me. I said, yeah, maybe, because I like listening to stories, especially in this industry. By the end of his story, I'd made up my mind to start. Just the story. I didn't know how to pronounce the word I-Fern. I didn't know the product. I didn't know the plan. But because I listened to him, I was very attentive. I listened to him. Never stop telling your story, sir. I can assure you, it's just the story. The story is enough. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you very much on behalf of the distributors and members of I-Fern in Uganda and outside Uganda, on behalf of management of I-Fern in Uganda and Africa at large. I want to thank you very much for showing up. I want to thank you very much for persevering and getting seated for all these long hours and listening to seemingly the same thing from different people. And of course, I'll not forget my team. You know, when we're coming up with this event, we selected a few members, a committee, you know, that would now see the planning and how the event would be. It was not easy. We didn't know it would happen, but where there are good intentions, everything comes to pass. Everything comes to pass. And just by show of hands, I just want to recognize my team. You know, Lydia, the vice chairperson, please stand up for recognition for the good job, coordination, and seeing that we come to this day. Sarah Mulianti, please just wave to us. Thank you very much for your support. Of course, Irene, Edson, Melo, Joseph Sally, Edson, Fred, I really want to appreciate you. And of course, the ladies, Innocent and Stella, thank you very much for being there. See to it that this event takes shape. But there is one lady that I won't forget. This lady has been with us, but she was working in the background. She was doing a lot of things in the background, even when at one point we were like, shall we have this day? But she was working in the background. And by surprise, one time she came to the meeting and she was just giving us an update. This has been done, this has been done, this has been done. So I would ask, when did you do this? You know? Madam Viola Msinguzi, I want to appreciate you. Indeed, you've been a pillar in this business. And from the story that Sam Msinguzi has said, if it wasn't for you, maybe I-Fern would not be here. It could have been, maybe it would have come, maybe through someone else, or maybe it would have gone to other countries. I mean, there are bigger countries, bigger markets more than, Uganda. We have Nigeria, and Nigerians are very aggressive. But the opportunity came here fast. Nigerian economy is bigger than Uganda, I think 12 times. Their currency is strong. But God chose Uganda. There is a reason. That is not small. God wanted us to lead Africa. And so that means whoever is seated here today, it is your chance. The cake has been cut. It means the business has officially started now. Right now, we've been cooking all along. Now food is ready. It's up to us. How much food do you want to partake from this? How big should your cake be? The choice is absolutely up to you. And to those that may not understand even today, we are still open. We are still open. You can always come through the people that invited you. And lastly, of course, in the absence of Sato Manitan, I want to send special thanks through you, Mr. CEO. Send our heartfelt regards to Mr. Tomanitan. Tell him that he hasn't seen Africa. He hasn't. In fact, we have not started working. And I know one day, sooner or later, the top earner in I-Fern globally will come from Africa, from Uganda. We have been seeing Filipinos, $1 million, whatever it is. Yes, that's okay. That's a motivation and a challenge to us. Why do I say this with confidence? It's because of one thing. If these guys have been able to make millions of dollars in one country that has slightly over 100 million people, do you know the population of Africa? Do you know how many nations we have? 54. 50 what? Africa has over 1 billion people. And this is a promise I made to myself. I want to see Africa in top 10 countries. Top 10 economies of Africa. That is my dream. And I want to to achieve that. If I can do 10 countries, well established like this, I'm done. I can migrate to another continent. Because I'm doing this business full time. I'll go to Asia once I've set up 10 African countries running. That's my dream. So ladies and gentlemen, keep dreaming. Don't limit yourself. Swim. The check here is not limited. It's unlimited, like you've seen the projections that you're seeing. So thank you very much.